Are you a successful entrepreneur or one in training? You've got the vision, but do you have the right partner to build your brand, your team, and your future online and off? At cprfirm.com, we offer expert consulting, financial guidance, and life coaching because we believe in doing life with our clients. After all, what is it for a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Founded by Callan Cash Coleman, we help our clients not only succeed, but plan to retire rich. Your business deserves the best. Start building your legacy today at cprfirm.com.
Finding the right real estate professional can be challenging. I'm broker Melissa Wilson. I'm knowledgeable in all aspects of the real estate process. So whether you're looking to buy new or an existing home or have a commercial need, I'm here to help.
Make sure you pick up my two books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs and on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.
I used to work almost 14 hours a day. Every day he was sending me money for lunch.
Every day as when you go to work?
Exactly. Every day when I go to work.
But did you not feel creepy? Wait, of course he was giving you money all the time. But did you knew that he could actually afford you to such extent?
I never really let my mom see that I was dating someone who was giving me money, whatever. Fortunately, I was like, okay, fine. I don't feel like it's gonna work for me in the office because I see there's money, like a lot of money, and it's not mine.
Did you feel like you were gonna end up stealing it?
I did a little bit.
Watch Slay Queen only on the African Diaspora News Channel app.
From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. A key location in the history of the transatlantic slave trade and the story of our foundational Black American ancestors. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. We'll visit historic sites like Elmina Castle and Cape Coast, where you'll see with your own eyes what our ancestors endured. You'll also experience modern Ghana, the culture, the people, the food, and the history they carry, giving you a broader understanding of how our story intersects with theirs. If you've ever wanted to deepen your understanding of our history, this is your opportunity. There are 25 spots available, and once those spots are gone, that's it. So don't wait. Secure your spot today by paying a deposit and be part of this unforgettable journey. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
if I told you there's a news platform made just for us? Unfiltered, unapologetic, telling our stories from Africa and the diaspora. The African Diaspora News Channel app keeps you informed and empowered from wherever you are at any time. Don't just watch, join the movement. Download the app now and stay connected to the news that matters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us on the stream this evening. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Definitely if it's your first time here, you may stumble upon this channel. Welcome. Hit that subscribe button. The like button is free as well. We appreciate it. It is Tuesday, June the 10th. We're going to get through the things we need to get through real quick. The Ghana trip. As you can see, we have the advertisement steadily running on that. As of now, just found out before the stream, we have 14 spots left. 14 spots left. So they're starting to go in a direction. So, hey, if it's 14, we'll get down to 4, we'll get down to 0. So if you'd like to go with us to Ghana in November 14th through the 21st, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go ahead on and sign up. It's $199 down, and you can make payments. And Brother Jay Cameron and his company, Maximum Impact Travel, will make sure to take care of you. I did an interview with him the other day. I finally got it back, so that way you hear him explain, some things with Ghana. He is a Ghanaian citizen as well. He got his citizenship. So shout out to Brother Jay Cameron. Also, definitely we know we're going to talk about our topic tonight. But take advantage of the sale that we have right now in the ADNC app. And I appreciate everybody that's coming to the app. But take advantage of the sale right now. If you go for the last sale of the year, use the promo code FREEDOM in the checkout, right? Only for annual subscriptions, first-time subscribers only. And you can get 19% off as our emancipation sale. That's here, ladies and gentlemen. Take advantage of that. It's the last sale of the year. Get your 19% off of an annual subscription. I love to see at least 10 people sign up tonight and take advantage of that, because that is going to be gone and quicker than you know it. So take advantage. All right. Also, if you'd like me to come out to any of your events, or, say, hey, I'd like to get Brother Phil to come, do some speaking over here, we are definitely open to that, of course, for a small fee, of course. We got to work out travel and all that stuff. But if you're interested for, me to come out, then definitely, reach out and we can, work a deal out on that. We'd love to come visit you and come out to your events like, Brother Butch and his great wife invited us to the Ohio Black Expo. And that was beautiful. And he heard us make the same kind of call. Because I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to warn you. Don't let the African continent beat you. And what I mean by that is, if they going to start giving me a lot of stuff to do over there, they're going to say, man, Brother Phil ain't been here much. Man, we lost Brother Phil. Like, I'm here for you. But don't let somebody else take me away now. So that's what I'm saying. Keep me busy here. Keep me busy here. So, but shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go it on and get to the meat of what we want to talk about tonight. Let's get to the meat. And I appreciate everybody slowly coming on through. All right. So as you see the title, illegal immigrants want to fight the U.S. government to stay, but refuse to fight in their homeland. They refuse to fight, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on with that? Now, if you look at the lower third, we got to talk about that tonight, right? If you look at the lower third, let me clear the screen here. Well, hold on. I'm missing everything. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Everything is on my screen tonight. All right. There we go. All right. I wanted to make sure everything was on my screen. All right. If you look at the lower third down there at the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, look at the lower third. Hold on. Let me make sure I check something out over here. You know, it's in real time live streams, right? And shout out to everybody that's showing up. If you see at the live, it says freedom without sacrifice breeds entitlement. Okay, let's look at that again. Freedom without sacrifice breeds entitlement, and that's the big problem you have here with this situation. And that is the meat of the problem. That is the meat. You can even, it's just not the situation with the illegal immigrants. It could be sometime with your children, right? You hear a lot of parents complain about their children, grown children, is that they give them things that they didn't sacrifice for. And then the child don't really respect it, or they trample it underfoot because they didn't have to sacrifice to get what you give them. And that's why I've always said that if you're going to, let's say if you're going to buy a child a car, you may can afford, let's say you got money like that, and you can buy the child whatever car you want to give them, right? You got it. Oh, my child did so good in school, I want to buy them the car they want. No, I'm going to give you a Honda. I'm going to give you a Toyota. That's what I'm going to give you. If you want something high end like that, you work for it. And the reason why I want you to work for it and buy it yourself, because you're not going to respect it if I give it to you, because you didn't make the sacrifice. So you're going to become entitled. Now, let's get into this tonight. Exhibit A. And I know we still have some things we can cover from last night, but let's get to Exhibit A. Remember, freedom without sacrifice equals entitlement. Let's look at this first clip right here. Hold on. Remember what we're talking about. Watch this.
Police have just fired
over a flag. I took my flag and I slapped it on the ground because obviously the state of America. I'm dragging them because they're dragging us. And over a flag, y'all saw what happened. Listen, I'm here because there's people that can't be here. And I'm willing to endure that. If a U.S. citizen has to endure that for every human to get rights.
Can you just tell me the feeling among Angelenos here?
I'm born and raised here. I'm 24 years old. I'm young. I know there's people here younger, older than me. It's immigrants built this city, no denying that. And when they're trying to take that out, it's not okay. It's just not.
Okay, and this is why President Trump wants to take the situation with the 14th Amendment back to the courts, because the 14th Amendment was not meant for him. See, he's an anchor baby, okay? That's what he is. So if President Trump get his way, people like him wouldn't have no U.S. citizenship. But he has a U.S. citizenship, and let me play it again. This is what he's doing with the U.S. citizenship. Throwing down the flag of this nation, disrespecting this country, with him being, and the reason why I say in the lower third, remember, he's enjoying a freedom he didn't sacrifice for. So he's entitled. You understand? They come over here, they didn't have to sacrifice anything. They surely didn't sacrifice what we sacrifice as Black Americans. They didn't sacrifice, they didn't get bit by dogs, they didn't deal with Bull Connor, they didn't deal with the Klan. They didn't deal with all of the fire bombings we deal with. They didn't deal with anything of the civil rights movement. They didn't get beat on Selma. They didn't do the Montgomery bus boycott. They didn't do anything like that. They came over here after everything was done. So because they came in with the freedom without the sacrifice is the reason why they feel so entitled that they feel that they can break U.S. law. And how dare the United States of America enforce their immigration laws? How dare you? I come over here for a better life. You already come in the door with an entitlement attitude to take from America. You're not coming to give a thing. You're coming to take. And you come in here just to and then you're fighting the U.S. You want to fight the U.S. government. You want to fight ICE. You want to fight the National Guard. And I guess you want to fight the Marines, I guess, to be in a place that you're throwing down the flag of a nation. I would never do that to no nation. No nation on earth, I would take their flag, throw it on the ground, slam it, and jump on it and be a plumb fool. I respect every nation on the planet Earth. Even if nations I may not agree with, I still respect people's country because that's just the right thing to do. I would never go into nobody's country, even if I disagree with their laws. If I disagree with their laws, I carry my happy self back to America. That's the way they work. You don't like the laws of the land, you carry yourself back to your homeland. It's just that simple. It's not hard. It's not that hard. But see, let's go back. This is the baby. This is the entitled baby of the Democrat Party. See, this is what open borders. This is what that created. Open borders right there. The Democrats. The Democrats use those people to try to ethnically cleanse Black Americans out of California, economically and physically. If you notice, every time Black Americans get a foothold in some city, the Democrats flood those cities with immigrants to displace Black economic, our progress, our empowerment, Black economic empowerment. They do that every time. And now they're trying to even do it in Atlanta. They don't want us to have no area where we're doing great on our own. So the Democrats, because see, all the people that came in, Biden was sending them to Atlanta. He was sending them. He was flying in 30,000 of them a month and dropping them off in all these different cities. He sent a lot of them to Chicago, where a lot of our brothers and sisters are at too. Right? They are entitled. They don't love America. They didn't sacrifice for America. They can't stand America. They don't like it here. But they like what they can get out of this country. They didn't fight no revolutionary war. We did. They didn't fight no civil war. We did. Every conflict of this country, we've been there every step of the way as Black Americans. But after the 1965 immigration bill, all the Johnny-come-latelys come in, and then they become entitled. And then they turn around and say, you Americans are lazy. Definitely tell us the Black Americans. They're telling you white folks too. They call you lazy too. We lazy. We don't want to work. We built this country way before you got here, bruh. Like, what are you actually doing that's innovating the country? That's what I want to know. What are you doing? Trust me. People who are innovators, you really don't want to lose them. Anybody can do what you're doing. It is not nothing that you're doing. It's like, oh, wow, man. Yeah, we can't lose them because, man, the power grid will go down if they're gone. Oh, man, we can't lose them because the AI power, stations that we build in it, man, we can't build that without them. Oh, man, we can't lose them because the Defense Department will go down because they build all the missiles and rockets and they design it. Trust me, stop being arrogant. You're not doing anything that nobody else can't do. Now. Let's get to another video here. I want you to listen to this. Did I miss one? I hope I didn't miss a video. Oh well, I'll have to cue it up. All right, so check this out. Let's ask this question here. Let me cue it up.
You know what's crazy when it comes to illegal immigrants is they're willing to fight police officers and federal agents in the United States, but they weren't willing to fight their own corrupt country's government for a better life so they can maintain and stay in their own homelands. Make that make sense.
Another good statement right there. Thank you, sister, for that statement. So they're willing to go out in the streets and fight our government to stay here, but they swinging a foreign flag, but they won't go to their homeland and go make that a better place. They won't go fight their corrupt government, their cartels. They won't go fight none of them, but they want to fight our government. Then on top of that, you want to fight our government, and then you want to try to gaslight black people and tell black people, why aren't y'all coming out? Why aren't y'all saying anything? You know, we all in this together. Why are we in this together? We didn't go pick a fight with the government. Y'all, listen, y'all picked the fight. ICE was going to pick up the people they had to pick up and leave. Y'all started that with them. And then now they clapping back at you, and now you want help? That's not the way that works. You know what that's like, y'all? That's like going out with somebody that always, like, they get drunk and they pick fights, and then now they want you to get involved with them because now they're getting jumped. And you be like, man, I'm not going out with you, man, because you get drunk, you start fights, and then you put me in fights. I'm not fighting. If you go out and start a fight with somebody and they whip you, they just whip you, man. I'm not getting involved with that. That's what they doing. They are that person that go out, get too drunk, and pick fights, and now they getting their butt whipped. Now they want your help. But where's all the energy in your homeland? Where's that energy? And then that's the thing. You're not going to win this. You're not going to win the messaging. You're just not going to win that. Y'all don't realize y'all making Trump right. Y'all making Trump look so good right now. I just saw even on CNN that the majority of the country agree with Trump on immigration. They're seeing everything y'all doing in LA, and they're like, bruh, yeah, Trump is right. I may not even like Trump on some issues, and man, he right about this immigration. These people got to go. Look at what they're doing. So America can't, let me get this straight. America cannot enforce their immigration law, but every other country throughout the world can. America's cruel if they enforce their immigration law. They're cruel, but other countries not cruel? Are they not cruel? I'll go back to April when I went to Ethiopia. When I landed in Bole International Airport, and I had to go through, about to go get off the plane. First place they send you, passport control, immigration, before you even get your bags. I couldn't just walk past them in Ethiopia. Matter of fact, I had to have my visa before I got there. My visa and my passport in hand. And then they had to say, okay, you good, come on through here. Every nation I've ever been to, even nations that I didn't even need a visa, like Costa Rica and South Africa, I still had to go to immigration and show my passport. So if I had to do it everywhere I went, how come you feel like you don't have to do it here? Then you come on this, well, nobody's illegal and stolen land. The United States did not steal anything. Mexico sold the land to the United States. So you know history? Mexico was in debt, and they had the land, and they sold the land to the United States. They sold it. I think the figure is it 3 million or 15? Let me get that accurate figure. So I don't give nobody no misinformation. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm typing it up right now. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't want to give out no misinformation. Just give me a second. Okay. All right. So it was the Treaty of Hidalgo in 1848. Stops quoted saying stolen land. Nobody stole anything. So the United States paid $15 million for the land. I wish I had my inflation calculator on me right now so I can tell y'all what that would be in current time, which ended the Mexican-American War. The U.S. gained what is now California, Nevada, Utah, parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Wyoming, and about 525,000 square miles. So the U.S. also assumed $3.25 million in claims that American citizens had against Mexico. Total value to Mexico around $18.25 million. Okay, so stop saying California's stolen land. No, it was a real estate purchase. You can't say your great-great-great-great-grandpappy that bought some land later say it's stolen. No, they bought it. They bought it. They didn't steal it. So you hear them say nobody's illegal on stolen land. Yes, you are, because they bought the real estate. They bought the real estate. Okay. Then the Gadsden purchase in 1854, they paid $10 million, and the U.S. bought 29,670 square mile strip of land in southern Arizona and New Mexico to build the Southern Transcontinental Railroad, finalized the current U.S.-Mexico border. Okay, so the total purchase cost was $25 million plus $3.25 million in assumed debt for about 554,000 square miles of land, roughly 1/3 of Mexico's territory at the time. Okay. So here's the thing. When they say that statement, nobody's illegal on stolen land, you are illegal because the land was bought from Mexico. Stop putting out misinformation and repeating it. We live in an information age. It don't take but a few seconds to go look up the information, fellas and ladies. Y'all got to stop letting people say things unchecked when they say that mess, because a lot of them feel that the land was stolen and they have a right to be here. That's why they don't have to follow our laws. And a lot of them feel that, you know what we're going to do? We're going to invade. We're going to have a bunch of children, anchor babies, and we're going to take over. They feel that way. They feel from Texas all the way up to California is still theirs, and they're going to flood those areas and take over by just mass immigration and anchor babies. I hope Trump is successful with this birthright citizenship stuff because reality speaking, a lot of countries you can't just have your baby and a child become a citizen. Can't. It was meant for my ancestors, the formerly enslaved. That's what it was meant for. And this strategy of just dropping off kids here, they have a thing called birth tourism here too. That people fly in here to have their babies here because if their child is born here, then that holds them here, and that's why they call them anchor babies, because that child anchors the parents here, and through that child, it anchors resources to them that they would have never gotten in their homeland. Instead of saying, why don't y'all treat us right now in your homeland? But no, you're not going to do that. You rather fight this country, a country you really don't like, to not go back to a country that you constantly swinging the flag for. Then the president of Mexico, she sit up here, don't agree with deportations of her people. Like, how you don't agree with deportations? That'd be like any American president say, yeah, I don't want American citizens to come back. What kind of crap is that? So your citizens supposed to stay over here? But don't y'all remember the president of Honduras? She was saying the exact same thing. Like, she was mad that they were being deported. Like, these people are weird. You don't want your own people back? So we got to take care of them? It's not our responsibility. You say, yes, Phil, the term they use is Atsalan, the Reconista. Yeah, well, Trump got something for that. Now, I want you to hear a lady that they actually did it the right way from Mexico, right? She's from Mexico. And I support anybody that come here legally, straight up. I don't have no problem with immigrants. I have no problem with immigration. I'm gonna say that up front for the slow people in the back. I have no problem with legal immigration. I have no problem with immigrants. I have a problem with the people that's doing the stuff they're doing in California that really hate America. I have a problem with anybody who come in here who's an anti-black racist. I have a problem with them. Because we got enough anti-black racists that's here. We don't need to be importing anymore. And some of the things that I reported last night, if white people did that, and that's my issue with my people. If white people was doing the same thing like these Latino gangs are doing to you, you would have had the whole country up in arms. How is it that y'all letting that go down and not even being reported to the community and not showing the community what's going on? I got an issue with that. Because don't sit up here and if it was some neo-Nazis do it to you, you're ready for an uprising, but the Latinos do it to you and we barely hearing about it. That's a problem. But let me get this other video up what this lady say, and I just forgot to upload it, but I got it here. I got it right here. Give me a second. Let's cue what this lady has to say.
I am a legal immigrant, and I want to tell you something. I'm disgusted by what people from other countries like Mexico are doing right now in my new country. I came from Mexico. I came legally. I have worked all my life here to get what I have. I have never asked for a penny to the government. I didn't come here to get something from the government. I came for an opportunity and I got it. And I have the American dream. What about all of those people protesting in California and New York? What are they doing? They are burning the city. If you don't like to be deported and you want to stay here, you have to have your best behavior, not the worst behavior. You think that we want you here with that behavior of burning cars, burning the entire city? Why? Why do we talk to the authorities in your behalf? Has no meaning on that. And for the people that are defending these violent attackers, people that don't deserve to be here, shame on you. Shame on you, because you're supposed to talk and to tell them the truth. You're not supposed to line up with them. You're supposed to tell them, go to your country. You are waving the flag of another country that you love, go. You don't need to be here. You don't deserve to be here. You don't deserve another opportunity in this country because apparently you don't love this country like I do. So, go away.
All right. Well, she's a Mexican immigrant directly from Mexico. You heard the accent. I didn't say it. She said it. I think she could talk to her people a lot better than anybody else, right? But let's get back to something else. You know, these black representatives. I saw y'all talk about Maxine Waters. Something came across the desk just now, right before we started the stream. Let me put something up. What happened to a black representative, y'all? Hold on. I got y'all. Boom, right here. Let's read this together. U.S. Attorney Haba. Oh, hold on. Back up. U.S. Attorney Haba. All right. Today, a federal grand jury seated in New York, New Jersey, returned a 3-count indictment charging U.S. Representative LaMonica McIver with forcibly impeding and interfering with federal law enforcement officers. The indictment has a maximum penalty of 8 years for count 1, an additional maximum penalty of 8 years for count 2, and a maximum penalty of 1 year in prison for count 3. And say, as I've stated in the past, it is my constitutional obligation as the chief federal law enforcement officer for New Jersey to ensure that our federal partners are protected when executing their duties. While people are free to express their views for or against particular policies, they must do it so in a manner
that endangers law enforcement and the communities those officers serve. Today's decision by the grand jury it's a next step in a process that my office will pursue to a just end. So this black woman got indicted, and you got indicted for not for your community. You didn't get indicted fighting for black people. Oh, no. You got indicted fighting about immigrants. And I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I hope every last one of you black Democrats get indicted for doing it. I hope so, because stay your behind home. If you want to go check on a prison, go check on the federal prison where our brothers is at, being treated bad. Go check on them. You never show up to them prisons. They got federal prisons out here doing a lot of dirt, and none of you show up there. All right, let me see. Kyle Pogoran says all those foreign flags in Compton shows how much they're taking over our spaces to port them all. Says so tired of this. You know, he said LA was an FBA city. Yes, it was. They said Shockwave True says they have been preaching the Reconquista of Washington State to Texas. They call it Mexico. That's why it's to settle in those states. To them, it's Gaza, and USA is Israel. They said they want it back and have a strategy. Well, I mean, hey. So now, if you don't remember this lady, let me go down here. This is the lady that got indicted right here. This lady. Hold on.
We will fight back. We will not take this. We will fight back. Fight back. Fight back. And as I close out, because I know we've been out here for a long time, and goddamn it, shut down the Senate. We are at war. Anytime a person can pay $250 million into a campaign and they be given full access to the Department of Treasury of the United States of America, we are at war. We will.
All right. Well, I mean, ma'am, now you gotta go. Now you gotta go to war in federal court now. Oh boy. This country is like a soap opera. It's like a soap opera, ladies and gentlemen. It's a soap opera that's happening every single day. Black people, you black boule, listen to me. Stay your behind home. If you're going to do something, help out black people. That's what black people voted for you for. Hey, he looks like me, like a lot of black people like to say. She looks like me. I'm going to vote for them. They should be representing me because, hey, they may do something. They need to do something for the community. Do something for our community. Don't get federally charged with anything. Maxine Waters, she was out there trying to get into a federal ICE detention. Are you gonna get charged? So nah, she didn't do what this lady did. She didn't do that. But I'm just saying, now y'all risking that now? Oh, and the Democrats are hot. Oh, they hot about this. They are hot. But see, Democrats, I gotta tell you, y'all started it. What do you mean Democrats started it? Y'all started all the lawfare and attacking your political opponents with Trump. Y'all started it. Y'all know how petty he is. You know he wants revenge. Like, why do y'all keep giving him, like you Democrats keep giving him something? Like y'all put yourself in a position, it's like if you know you got an op, why put yourself in a position where the op can get you when you know you got one? All you Democrats, Trump is your op. So don't do nothing to give him anything to get you locked up, because he want to put y'all in jail. He want to put Democrats in jail. He want to, because y'all did it to him. Y'all tried to put him in case after case after case. He looking to get at y'all. Man, it's like y'all got all this education, like they would say back in the day. Y'all got all this education, and y'all don't have a sense like a doorknob. I think a 3-year-old can figure out, wait a minute, I probably need to stay away from that person. I probably need to not do this because they probably going to do that. Gavin Newsome, Karen Bass, y'all literally giving Trump, making him right. Every move. Trump say how y'all destroy California. Gavin Newsome, well, I'm going to file a lawsuit to get the Marines out of here and give me the control back of the National Guard. Yeah, people want you to do that, Gavin Newsome. Yeah, that's going to make you look real good right now when people are watching people to tear up L.A. Well, you already kind of destroyed California. I mean, beyond with you. California's a beautiful state, beautiful weather, great people. But your unchecked immigration policies, open border policies. You see, Democrats, this was happening to you right now. Like my grandfather used to say, when you dig a ditch for somebody else, be careful that you don't fall in it. And see, right now, you Democrats, you're falling in your own ditch. So you dug a ditch for us. Every time we wanted to do something or try to think about it. We try to get ahead, start doing right. What y'all do? Y'all put crack in our communities. Then what did the Democrats do? Ushered in mass incarceration. It was the Democrats did that. Usher in mass incarceration on our community, separating us from our families. But you can't separate them from theirs. But you can sure separate black people from their families. No problem. Black folks try to get a business district going. You flood that city in that area full of immigrants. Black folks can get loans. We talking about even at a local bank. Forget the big banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Black folks can't get business loans at a credit union. Black folks can't get nothing. But these immigrants could just hit the city, and they got grants, loans, money from nonprofits, and they got how they build all kind of businesses in the black community. But the little sister or brother that's trying to even just maybe even have a hair salon or a freaking hamburger restaurant or something can't even get the money to do that. But them immigrants could hit the ground running with money. Then got the nerves to tell you I came here with $2 in my pocket and look, I got a big business now. I got me a house. I got this and that. And then you all find out later all these immigrant programs, all these NGOs that gave them money, all this immigrant resettlement money that they be getting, that FBA sure can't get, or any other American citizen can get for that matter. And the Democrats have spearheaded the majority of this crap. They done it. The Democrats are so like, it's like, man, the Democrats hate America. Like, so you mean tell me you want to open up our borders, bring in everybody? What's wrong with Americans? Americans can't build our country. We can't do right in our own country. I don't hear no other country advocating what they advocate. Like my brothers and sisters in South Africa, listen to me. South Africa, listen to me. I know y'all got a lot of movements over there that's against all that mass immigration. Stay on it. Just don't attack people though. Don't be xenophobic like that. Don't do that. Okay. I'll never advocate to attack people. No, don't do that. But make sure y'all laws are enforced, because you see the problem we have here in the United States. This is what happens when you have a political party that's inviting unchecked immigration. Don't ever vote for nobody that's going to advocate for open borders in South Africa. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to have the same problem we have in the United States in South Africa. I'm telling you. You see the problem we have here now? That comes from unchecked immigration and a political party that's open borders and don't want to follow our laws. Hold on, what'd you say? Imagine how stupid you have to be as an FBA to go out and get arrested and riot for another community, especially a majority illegal. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that clips floating around. So I don't know if he was FBA. I don't know what he was. I just know he black, but I don't know if he FBA or not. But yeah, I saw that, and I saw that. I said it's good for him. I said I hope they arrest all of them. Get your behind back home. And y'all do know, black people, they talk about putting federal charges on y'all out there. I want y'all to know that we ain't talking about state charges. We talking about fed. So it's best y'all kind of stay out of that if you want no fed charges on you. Sit your behind at home. You want to go do something for black people? There's so much you can do in the black community. Go help out the black homeless people. Go start there. Our children. We got children in foster care. They need homes. Or maybe a big brother, a big sister to take up with our kids. Maybe some young men that need some male influence, some positive male influence. You can go do that. Maybe we got some young ladies who need some positive auntie influence. Okay, I'm talking about the real aunties, not these new aunties. They want to try to compete with the 27-year-olds, not them aunties. I'm talking about the real ones, right? We need that. Help go coach some football or something with these young men. There's a whole lot of things that you can do in our community that can make a difference. To not get involved with that. We have so much work to do in the black community that we don't need to be out there getting arrested, getting federal charges, whatever. We don't have to do that. Let's do the work in the black community. Let's do the work there. It's a lot of work to be done. They haven't been done because we've been fighting everybody else's battles. Let them fight their own battles. We got issues in every single city. When I talk to people, they say every city that black people in, they say there's an issue. Gentrification issues, you should be fighting about that at the city council, filing lawsuits, do all kinds of things about gentrification. You got to be focused on that, not focus on what somebody else is doing that's entitled already, that the Democrats upheld. They did say save our sons and save our daughters. Shoot, that's what we could be doing. Finding out who's the black businesses in our city we need to be supporting. Let's be intentional on supporting our black businesses. You know, small businesses and medium-sized businesses, they need all support they can get. You know, we be spending our money. There's so many things that we could be doing in our cities, in our state, in our country to help out black America. It's time to help out black America for a change. Our black realtors need to hold classes to teach our people how to get from apartments to owning homes. Like on Saturdays or something like that, right? There's so many different things that we need in our community. So we need to be focused on. Let's not worry about these other groups getting arrested, getting fed charges, Representative LaMonica getting charged for what? That's right. Eric said it right. Put all that energy into us. Just like we say the immigrants put all their energy into go fighting your country and fighting in your homeland and make it the place that you want to be with the flag you're waving and the language you want to speak. Go fight over there. We need to fight in our own community here. Angela Moore, thank you very much, Miss Angela Moore. What time it is? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for joining us on the stream tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button like we always say. Sign up for the Ghana trip. We got 14 spots left. I'd love to see y'all in November. And other team members are coming too. You never know which one is coming. It'll be a surprise. We don't know who's coming, but it'll definitely be a surprise for you. I think it'd be a great trip. Learn some history and have a good time. Break bread. Take advantage of the sale as we got the 19% off sale. And so we'll, make sure right after this you can head over to AfroWire AI. LaSherica is going to be, she got a presentation. She'll be cooking on her presentation. Then, of course, my podcast will be at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Phillip Scott Podcast. But thank y'all for listening and catch y'all on the next one.